Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is October 29th, 2025, and the top cryptocurrency news is as follows. Today we will start with our ETFs and move on to the spot Bitcoin ETF, which on October 28th had inflows of $202 million, while for the Ethereum ETF, the inflow reached $246 million. Now, the most interesting news about ETFs comes from the latest ones that were released yesterday. As we already told you in Crypto News, let's say that the Solana ETF closed the day with $56 million in inflows. Hedge took 8 and Litecoin with 1. So finishing with ETFs, we will go to our companies and start with BitMine, which we learned bought $113 million in Ethereum. Meanwhile, Sharplink Gaming, a company that buys Ethereum, is now looking to invest $200 million in the DeFi world of Linea. Linea is a layer 2 for Ethereum that was spun off from Consensus, the company that originally built Ethereum and now owns MetaMask. And they're doing this to make extra money from staking their Ethereum, which they'll be doing more and more of. Moving on, we'll move on to MetaPlanet, a company we know is buying Bitcoin, which has a plan to buy back 150 million shares, equivalent to 13% of its total issued shares, excluding treasury shares. Moving on from our companies to stablecoins, we'll move on to Western Union, which will be launching a stablecoin on Solana. Let's say that this company is going to launch a stablecoin on Solana sometime in 2026. This stablecoin will be called USDPT, and this was announced together with the Solana Foundation. So Solana is attracting more and more institutional investors, and as we said, each company will have its own stablecoin and maybe its own currency in the future. And since we're talking about stablecoins, we're going to turn to the big competitor of all those who want to do institutional transactions like HBAR, Stellar, and XRP, and we're going to turn to Circle with its own network, which is called ARC. Circle, the company that launched USDC, will launch a public testnet, and all the big players in the world will participate in this testnet. From institutional companies, we have BlackRock, Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, Standard Chartered, and from corporates, we have Amazon Web Services, Cloudflare, MasterCard, Visa. From exchanges, we have Coinbase, Kraken, Robinhood, and many more, because we are talking about more than 100 companies participating in this level 1, which exists to enable payments on the blockchain. As we have said many times in Crypto News, the entire traditional payment system will enter the blockchain. So all these companies will come to the blockchain, and we have to see who will take a big part of these transactions. It seems that Circle is doing well in this area. To finish off our stablecoins, we will turn to Visa, which is looking to expand its products. For this reason, it will support 4 new stablecoins from 4 different blockchains. We don't know yet what they are or what blockchains they're on. We just know that it's happening. Moving on, we go to Trump Media, who partnered with Crypto.com on a prediction market where they announced that they're going to create Truth Predict, which is exactly the same as Polymarket. It's only going to be available to True Social users. There's a lot of buzz around these markets right now because people can gamble freely. Moving on to our news, we go to OceanPal, which raised $120 million to build projects on Near. Specifically, OceanPal raised $120 million to create what they're calling Sovereign AI, a new initiative focused on commercializing the NEAR protocol and building AI infrastructure. In addition to AI, which Near has already said it will incorporate, this company plans to acquire up to 10% of the Near token supply, a move developed in partnership with the NEAR Foundation. So 2 major developments for Near. And for the latest news of the day, let's go to Ethereum and the Fushaka upgrade, which has successfully completed its 3 test periods. If all goes well, on December 3rd, Fushaka will enter the mainnet, marking another major upgrade for Ethereum. Moving on, we go to our favorite cryptocurrency market, with Bitcoin sitting at $113,000 today, while everyone waits to see what the Fed will announce. All traders are ready, as Bitcoin's open interest on various exchanges is approaching $40 billion, meaning many are ready to lose money and few to gain, as is usually the case. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is October 29th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only, and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.